Hello students, I welcome you all to my today's MCQ solving session on the topic of tuples. I hope it will help you immensely in your preparation. So here is the question number one, which is saying that which of the following is a Python tuple? So you have options here, which is the 1, 2, 3, and this written as 1, comma 2, and this is one which is written as 1, 2, 3, and this one is 5. Now we already know how the tuple looks. A tuple generally looks like with the first bracket. So here the only one which looks like a tuple is the D. So can we consider D as a tuple? So before we consider this as a tuple, I would like you to see uh, this thing in the coding window, whether it is a tuple or not. So here I'm going to the coding window, and let me write here anything like t is equal to 5, and then print t. Now this may not be giving you exactly what you want to see here is the type. Now if you write type t, so what you will see it here, the type is of the class int. Okay, so it belongs to the int class. So if you want it to be of a type of float, not float, of a tuple type, in that case you need to put a comma here. Okay, so in that case then only it will be considered as a tuple. So you can see then it is a tuple, right? So we have seen now this is the one which is the correct thing if it is written like this. So it is not a tuple. Now these two are not definitely not tuples. Now we come for B. Now if you look at the B, if I am writing here 5 comma 6, and if I run this one, so you will see that it is a class tuple. So whenever you're writing the numbers, okay, or the information values separated by commas, and even without the first bracket, it will be considered as a sequence or of a tuple. Okay, so here the option A, B is the correct. Okay, this is correct one. Now question number 2, which of the following is not a Python tuple? Now for Python tuple, we have this is tuple which is creating empty tuple. This is also an empty tuple. Now C and D, D is definitely tuple. Now the thing is that I consider C is not a tuple. Why C is not a tuple? Why? Because we have just now seen that if I am writing here T is equal to 5 into 2, and then I am printing the value of T and print the type of T. So if I'm doing this thing, what I'm going to see, I'm going to see that this value is 10 and the class is in. So we have already discussed that this simply writing in brackets is not necessary for to make it a tuple. Okay. So in this case, so the option C is the one which is not a Python tuple. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Now, what will be the output of the following Python code? My tuple tube like 1, 2, 3, tube dot append 5, 4, and len of my tube is this. Now, the very first thing which is you should know that in a tuple, we cannot modify. Okay, the values cannot be modified, and we also cannot add a value directly without using the plus operator. Okay, so in that case, it will look like that 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 and 4 will go together and the values will be 4. But this is not the case because there is no such method like append exists. Okay, so I can show you this one why I'm saying so. If you put the code here and if you execute it, so what you will get it here, there is an error because there is no attribute. Attribute means there is no such method which is there. So in this case, the answer will be an error. So question number 3 answer is error. Now question number 4 is AB equal to 6, 7 and T equal to BA and AB equal to T. Now this thing is known as a sort of a operation which we call as a packing. So the value of B and A is now stored. Now the first element is 6, second element is 7. Now what we are doing it here, AB is equal to T. So in this case, what we have done it now. So in A, we are storing the value of B, which is 7. And in the B, we are storing the value of A, which is 6. So one thing we clear now, A and B are 7 and 6. Correct? I can just show you here in this so that it will give you a easy clarity on this one. So here you can see this T is equal to 7 and 6, 6, and then we are going to the next line where we are writing A is equal to T, that means A equal to 7 and B is equal to 6. Now we are printing A and B, so it should be printing 7 and 6. So let's see which are the value here, 7 and 6. So D is there. Obviously, we are not printing the tuple, this T, so it will not print like this. And this is not. So let's see. Yeah, this is not a correct answer. But I think this is something like I'm saying it may have a situation where you will be getting sometimes the answers are not correct. So there's nothing to, we may correct it later, but I just show you and run it, and what we are getting is 7 as 6, so we are absolutely right. So that is the good thing about computers, that you will be getting only the right. You can check and verify whether you are really right or wrong. So in this case, might be the option which is marked as a right answer is not this one. Okay, so this is just also it's not a this is really incorrect. Okay, so the correct answer will be 7,6. Now find the output of A list tuple Python and print A. Now, if you see it here, in this print tuple Python, now what exactly will happen this tuple Python if you write it, that is very important to see. If you write this thing here, in this case, you're writing this, let's see, T is equal to tuple and a Python. So if you are doing this thing and you're printing T, so you are getting this thing, uh, each of the character will be printed as this thing. Now you are then applying the list method. So if you apply the list method, so it will be coming to, it will be a list. Okay, so you can check it here. You can put this thing in a list and then you check this one. So you will getting a list. So Python list. So first it is a tuple of characters and then it's becoming a list. So this is the B. So B is the correct answer. Now, what is the length of the given tuple? Now, here you see it's a nested tuple has there. So 1, 2, and this entire will be considered as a single element. So without any doubt, we can say there are 3 elements in this one. So this should be the 3 should be the correct answer. Now we come to this one, write the output of the following. Okay, so here what we see is that T1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, T2 is equal to T1. So now this is like we have already seen in list also. This T2 is now pointing to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be now same as T1 because they are both pointing to the same memory location. And you can check here also, like here if you are writing this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you write let's see, this is T, so we write R equal to T, and then we are writing print R and print T. Okay, so if we are doing this, what we are getting the same value. So in this case, this is the same. So T2 is the same result it will show. Now next is T1 is 1, 2, 3, T2 is equal to T1, and T1 plus equal to 4, 5. Now you have added 4 and 5 in T1 and then print T2. Now here something which so what will be the T2 will be? So T2 is in T1 we have added 4 and 5. Will it is going to affect the T1 T2 also? Okay, will it be added like a list in this thing is there? We have already understood if we are doing something like here, if let's say here 3 and 4 is there in this T, and then we write this is T1, and then in T2 we are writing T2 is equal to T1. Now let's see in T1 we are writing is plus equal to we are adding some value like 4, 5. Now, the thing which we want interested to know is what is T1 and ID of T2. And then after doing this thing, what is the ID? Now, if we look at the ID of this one, what we are seeing here, the moment you have added the values in T1, its ID is changed. Now it becomes a different object. So if you look at this understanding, so T1 is modified, T2 is still pointing to this value 123. So the result should be C, because the change is only happened in T1. Okay, so as you can see in the T1, we have the value, this memory, because of the change, it has happened. So the value will be C. Okay, so it that means after the change in T1, T2 is, especially using this operator, plus equal to, so T2 remain as it is. So we check it. Okay, this is the correct answer. Now assume the following statement will return, which of the following statement will return an error? Now assume T1 is a tuple. Now which one is T1 is a tuple, and you want to which one will cause the error? Now, we have to just understand one very simple fact. In Python, same objects when added can be possible. It's if you are adding a different type of object, it's not possible. So definitely this 23 is, we have already discussed, is not a tuple, and this is a list. So A and B both are incorrect. So both of the above will be will return an error, and this is so none of them won't be the answer. So let's see, check this one. Yes, this is the correct answer. Now we come to the next one, which write the output of the following. Now we have T1 is equal to, these values are there, and then we are writing T1 1 colon 2. Now the very easy way of finding the number of values it will return is 2 minus 1 is 1. So only one value will be returned. So we can safely see C and D are not the answer. So we answer can be only A and B. Now the point is that this is a tuple, and you are will it be simply 45, and it looks like 45. Okay. So in my opinion, this is the answer, but I would also like you to see, is it really the case? So we execute this code here and we run it. So when we are running it, you can see that this comma is there to show that it is a tuple. Okay. So this is the 45. So let's check. Yes, this is the correct answer. Now write the output of the following. Now T1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and print T1 plus triple 6. So T1 is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this concatenation operator is there. Now, the first thing which we have already seen in case of the previous one question, that whenever you are giving a string, it will be considered as each letter is considered as an element of a tuple. So it will not be like a 6 together, but it will be like this. Okay. So in this case, A looks like the right answer. Okay. But still, I would like you to see what exactly it is showing. So we are coming here and we are running this one now. And you can see this letters SIX is added here because of the plus operator. And this is the, so A is the correct answer. All right, so we are coming to the next one. Find output. Okay, so we have T1 is empty, then T2 is 1, 2, 3, and T1 is plus equal to 1, 2, 3. So you have added in T1 1, 2, 3. Now the question is that uh, in this case, like you have created a memory area in which you have given a value 1, 2, 3, and this one is this. Now whether T1 is equal to T2. Now in the previous case, when they were pointing to different, we have added a value, they are pointing to different locations. So there could be a possibility of false also. It looks like this, but here the values are same. So when the values are same, till the time we are not modifying, Python is not going to allocate us. They both will be pointing to the same memory location. Okay. So what we will are going to do is that we are going to check this one. We are coming here, and then we are checking here this print the ID of T1 and ID of T2. Okay. So if we run the ID, you will find that both the IDs are same. So same values are there, especially for immutable type. If you give the same value, so they will point to the same memory location. So we can safely say the answer is true. So, oh, I should even show you the this running this thing. Is it really coming true? So let me type and run it now. Yeah, it's it. So I hope you are satisfied. Now the next one is that T1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here T1 minus 2. Now if you go by negative indexing, minus 2 is 6. So obviously A is out, so B, C, D. Now then colon minus 2. So minus 2 is this one, and there is a one single colon. Now minus 2 means all the elements before it. Okay. So colon minus 2 means you have to take all the elements before it. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this and remember, if you want it in a negative in the backward, it should be there should be one more after colon minus 1. So we up to minus 2, that is minus 1 minus 2. So C should be the correct answer. And to confirm this thing, what we are going to do is that we put this thing into the ID, and let's run this one to show you that it is the answer. So we can see this ID is taking the time. Okay, sometimes it depends on the connectivity, but anyway, we stop. Yeah, it has come. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the what is just assumption now is a confirmation. So this is the one. So the correct answer. Okay, so now we come to the next one, and now here what we can see is that T1 is equal to this value, and T1 of 1, which is 2. Now this 2 will go here. So 0, 1, 2 is the 3. So this time, if you give the 2 here, T1 of 2 is the value 3. So we can say 3 is the answer for this one. Now we come to this one. Okay, now this one is looking a little bit bigger. So what we do is that it's always safe to just compute it. Okay, so we are computing it here. And what we see is that uh, what is T1 1? Now T1 1 is 0, 1 is 2. And what is T1 minus 4? Minus 4 is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Minus 4 is 4. Now, if you come to T1 2, T1 2 is 0, 1, 2 is 3. And T1 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 5. So which comes to 8. Okay, so we have to look for the answer 8. Yes, the first one is the answer 8. And let's submit and see. Yes, this is the correct answer. Now, second one is find, this one is find output. T equal to tuple informatics practices dot count I print T. Now, in this case, you see the word for informatics practices is there. Count I is going to count the number of occurrences of I. And we know Python is case sensitive. So in this case, if you look at the number of i's, one capital I is there. Then if you look at the small I, 1 and 2. So will it be 2 or 3? As it's case sensitive, it is going to give the answer 2. So to show you that this is the right answer, I'm going to again execute this code and to run it. So you can see it is 2. So never get confused that if there are capital I, so it will only consider only the character which is exactly matching. So this is the answer. Next is find output. We have T1 is equal to tuple apple and T2 equal to sorted T1 and T2. Now, the very first thing will come that sorted means, what is sorting here means? Now, sorting here means to arrange the letters of this tuple. Now, what is first this? I just show you what exactly is happening before coming to the answer here. So if you come to here, it is going to give you obviously this each letter like A, P, P, and L, E. Okay, I'm not putting commas in this. Now, when you do the sorting, okay, so sorted, obviously the word here sorting is doing in ascending order. So you are getting A, then you are getting E, okay. Then you're getting L, and then you're getting P and P, okay. So you are getting, okay. Now, so this is the thing. Now, the question is that we have AEL, PP is there, but we have this option here also, here also, here also. Now, which one is the correct one? So to give you the clarity, remember the sorted function always returns a list. So the answer should be C. And to show you that why this answer is correct, let me run it, and you can easily see it is a list. So this is the correct answer. This is the one. Okay, fine. So never get confused. So sorted will arrange in ascending order, and it will always return the list. Next is find the output of x 56789 len t colon 4 max t and then x y t. Okay, so again, this require a little bit of understanding which one to consider the correct answer. So here we come to this one. Here x is, so what we are getting is t colon minus 4. So minus 4 means not sorry 4 only, not minus 4. Why I'm saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 is there. So we have only 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now the len of this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 is not there. Oh, sorry, 9 is not there. So because 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth one will not be considered. So 4. So here the x value will be equal to 4. Now, what is the max of this one? So y will be obviously in this, the max is 8 is there. Okay. So if we are printing it here, so we are getting the value of 4 and 8 should be there. And if we are printing the sum of these things should be the 12. So we are getting the answer 4 and 8 and 12. So let me check what is there 4, 8 and oh, it's a printing T here. Okay, so this is not printing the Z. I think I got it. Oh, print XY, print T. So it's easily getting confused. So I thought it's 12. No, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 and 8 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is as it is. So we can safely see this is the answer. And let's submit. So see, there are sometimes why, because we are generally follow a certain kind of pattern. So you have to be careful. You have to see the things more in clarity. That this after this we generally, so the this operation is basically not here meaningful. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this is the correct answer. Now, which function can take tuples as argument? Now, this is a very simple one. All of these functions, max, min, can take sequence. So all of them are correct. Okay, now the next one, write the output of the following with you are having here strings Joe, Ron, Vaughn, and Tom, and which is the max of A. Now here, now again, it's a dictionary order. You have to see in dictionary which letter max means which letter will comes at the end. So in this case, we can very easily say the one will be the correct answer. So B1 will be the answer. Next is find the type of error. Now this is very important. Understand, you have to understand, because the here a dot index then. Now what does index function does? Index function takes a value and returns its index. Okay. Many times we think that it just takes an index and it returns. No, it takes a value and it returns its index. Now, if you look at the value, then is not there. So is it wrong to give syntax error? No. Is it something with incorrect type? No, it can take any value. Then is a value. So it's not a name error because there's no name is there, is there already. So it's a value error. Okay. So in this case, whenever a value is not present, it will give a value error. Okay, now we are coming to the 22nd find output. We have a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are doing the len of this one. So len means 6 elements are there, I, and print I n. So len will see 6 is there. 6 means whenever we have a range of 6, it gives the value from 0 to 5. So the correct answer in this case will be 0 to 5. Okay. So I would like you to see this one also. So it is the len is there, which is a, which is the 6, and I will take a value from 0 is the default, and 0 to less than 6, that is 5. So 0 to 5 values will be there. So it will be print 0 to 5. So yes, 0 to 5, we have selected this one. So this is the correct answer. Next one is write the output of the following. A equal to Amit, Sumit, Ashish, and Shumanto. And for I in A, ln I, this is exponential to the power operator. So ln I. So I is first is Amit. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 to the power 2 is 16. So I think it's clearly see that A should be the answer. Sumit is 5, which is 25, and here Ashish is 3 and 3, 6, 36, and here 7 is there, 49. So we can safely say this one is the correct answer. Now we are coming to the 24th one. Write the output of the following. A equal to blog and list. Again, see, if you are making this, so separate characters will come as a list. So something like this will come. Now you are doing putting it in a tuple and putting it in a C. So obviously you will be getting now a tuple which will be like this. Okay. So this C is the answer, and I execute the code to show you that this is the answer. So let me run it here, and you can see this is the, so it's a very simple one. Okay, now here write the output of the following. Again, we have these words are there, and using the tuple, you are reading one by one, and it should be hello, how are you? Error, hello, how are you? And obviously, this comma is not required. This comma doesn't get prints. By default, space is there. So in that case, we can easily say this is the correct answer. Okay, and there's nothing for error here. Okay, so let's run and check here. So this is the correct answer. Now here we are coming to this one. Find the output. Hello, how are you? And for I in A. I in A means I in A. Okay, so it's reading each of this. I will be hello and this. And A dot index I, and end is this one. Now, this is a bit we have to think. Now, A dot index, what is the value of I? So first time the word this from A, hello is there. So hello position is 0. Okay, its index is 0, so 0 is there. Second, how will be coming? How will be coming here? So when how is there? So its position is 1, R is 2 and 3. So this should be the answer. And for you to understand, I hope you've understood, because each one of them, this I is each one of these words are going in I. So it is telling its index position. So which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's run this one and see. Yes. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have got further confirmation. So this is the answer. Now find the output of this nested list. We will do a little understanding of this entire thing separately first. Okay. So here what we have seen is this is the question is there. So we have 101 Amit 98, then 95. So maybe there is some kind of a code and the name and the marks maybe. And then we have to do this thing. So which one is the correct answer? Let's find out. Here what we see is this one from 2, 2. 2, 2 means 0, 1, 2. So it is the one which is here. 2 is the this is the 2. This entire is the 2. Now, out of this 2 is the second one, which is 87, right? 0, 1, 2. So, second element. So, again, we have a plus operator. Remember, it has converted to a string. Then 3, 2. So, 0, 1, 2, 3. And this 3, 2 means 79. Now, remember, it is not going to do the addition, but concatenation operator. So, 8779. Let's see, is there such answer is there? So 8779. So this should be the correct answer. So let's check. Oh, this is not the correct answer. But I think we need to check this one. Let's execute this code here and to see whether this is the correct answer or not. Uh, 8779 is the correct answer. So I think um, the answer marked is incorrect. So, but we know this again. I have said it's not there. It's sometime it may happen, but we need to change this one. But the correct answer, this is to incorrect. The correct answer is 8779, and I hope you have understood. Okay, choose the correct way to access value 20 from the following two. Now, 20 we have to check. So 20 we have to extract. So 20 is here. So this is the first element. This is the second element. So uh, if we have to, second element means one index. So here 1 colon 2 is there, 1 colon 2, 1 colon 2. So obviously A, B all are correct. Now 20 means we have to take the second index, which is the 20 here. Okay. So 20 is 0 and 1. So this is, oh, this time there is a slight confusion once again because these two answers are same. Obviously, B and D is not there. So uh, can we see any difference we can see in this two? No. Anyway, whichever is the answer, whether it's a or C, at this moment I don't know, but let me check the answer with C. Okay, maybe C is given it, but remember both of them are correct answer, but I don't think we have marked both as the correct answer. So let's see. We have given this as tuple 1 1. Okay, so I think the A is given as the correct answer. This is 0 1 is there. So from the first element, no, here you see we have 1 colon 2. If we are taking that one is correct way. No, that was the not the correct way. We are here. We are wrong actually. What is exactly we have to do is that we have to take this value, and if we take this value here, and slightly it's gone wrong a bit. So here, oh no, it's this one. This is a bit, sometimes we have to check it again. So here if we are doing it, so we write print a tuple is here, and now if we want the second element is this one. Okay, so it is going to give us the 10 20, and now if you want the 20, then it should be the one. Yeah, so somehow what we have understood is we were taking here as 2. That was we were doing. Okay, so will it give the same answer? No, this is not going to give the same answer. Okay, so here, because this is going to give one element and this one element is not there. So that was the wrong answer. So the right answer is this one. So hope you have understood why it is the right answer. You cannot use indexing and think that this value is the answer, because then one is not there. Okay. Okay, and now let's see, we come to the 29th one. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 and P1 multiplied by 3. So 3 means thrice this value will be there. So 4 into 3, that means 12 times the values will be there. Okay, so this is the, okay, let's check. Yes, this is the correct answer. And finally, we are coming to this one. Let's see this one before we come to the answer. Let's check which one is the, what will be the answer. So let me copy from here first and putting the value here is okay. So here we are getting a set of values from, if you look at the range, so looking at the range, the values you from 11 to, you can say 19. A range function gives one value less. Now we are coming here now, whichever the values are even, those values. So we are reading each of the value from here in this tuple 11, 12. And if the value is even, then we are adding. So we are adding 12, then we are adding 14, then we are adding 16, then we are adding 18. So this, if we take, this is, so we are getting here, this thing we are getting is 2, 4 is 6. 6 is 12, and 12 and 8 is uh, 20. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 60. So here we are getting here. So here we are, let me check again. This is carefully. This is 26, and 16 is 42, 42, and 18 is 60. Okay, let me check. Is there any such answer? Yes, 60 is there. So let's see with all our carefulness whether this is the correct answer or not. Yes, this is the correct answer. So students, uh, this is like the different types of questions which can come on tuple, and you can see which can be the confusing questions. And if you do it carefully and you go through this video, you will understand how to deal with where you can give the error, you can commit error. So this can help you to understand in your exam you don't do that same. Okay, so I would like you again, I request you to share this video with your friends, and also subscribe my channel. I am making more videos for your term one preparations, and also see the links to the previous videos in the description part. And so this is the end of this uh, series on tuples. So in the next series on dictionary, or maybe on strings, I will be doing, and I will be very soon uploading that video. So thank you very much for watching.